Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to the Wednesday Wind Down. This is Natasha McCray. I'm super excited to be here on Wednesday. You guys, it has been a long day for me. It's been a long day. I'm saying it's been a long day because lately my days have looked like 2 or 3 hours. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Natasha McCray. I am the Love CEO, and I coach strong, ambitious, goal-getting women how to open themselves up to love, starting with self-love so they can attract the love of their life. Love, love, love. I'm here for all of it. I would love to know who's out there. Give me a shout out. Say, hey, boo, hey. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm doing a workshop this week, and I'm excited to see where everybody's tuning in from. The ladies are absolutely amazing. Shout out to everybody in the Love CEO Sanctuary right now. This is a special broadcast for you guys. It happens every Wednesday, but I always make sure it comes in the Love CEO Sanctuary as well. So we're talking about how to communicate your needs in dating. And that is like a big deal. Let me see what's going on. I don't see any comments now, so I cannot see who is tuning in. But communicating your needs in dating is something that is really important. And a lot of times I run into people where they might just end up ghosting someone. They just be like, yep, we're done. It's done, you know? And sometimes the person and their behavior and who they are warrants that. But we're all adults here. We're all adults. And I want to give you some other insight into ways that you can communicate your needs. But first, before you communicate your needs in dating, I really want you to think about what relationship is. And nowadays, Lord have mercy, I remember, it's been a minute. It's been about 6-7 years that I have not been on the market. I've took myself off the market. And before then, there were a lot of times where you're dating and you just don't have, y'all playing. I mean, it's not even dating. It's not even like, I have a client who calls it DWAP, dating with a purpose. Y'all ain't even doing that. It's just like, yeah, I'm out there dating. Yeah, ghosting is no good. Hey, Melanie, thank you for shouting out. It's no good. I think, I honestly think, well, you know what, let's just be straight up. I'm on my soapbox here. Ghosting is very immature. A lot of times people talk about men doing it, but I know women also do it. It's just easier sometimes to ghost than communicate. Bam. I know that. I hear it a lot. And I don't know if people think they're going to be convinced. Oh, you know what? I realize I'm shaking my headset again. I don't know if people think that someone's going to convince them to do something they don't want to do. But first and foremost, in order to start, before I even go into how you want to communicate your needs, it's going to be very important for you to, one, identify what you are doing. You must be out there with an intention and a purpose. And if you're not, that's okay. If you're out there just having fun, trust me, there have been plenty of times where that's what I was doing. So the conversation that may have needed to be had, anything short, of course, not like major stepping over boundaries. Sometimes those conversations just weren't had because it wasn't worth it to you. So one, I want you to identify, are you dating or are you dating? Are you in what can potentially lead to a relationship? If you are making an investment, then the next tips that I give you are going to be invaluable. But first, you must identify what the relationship is. Number two is you have to know your wants and needs. You must know your wants and needs. You got to know. It's really important because when you're trying to communicate what you need and you don't even really know what you need, that becomes kind of like convoluted. It can get a little messy. And guys aren't, mind readers. Our partners aren't mind readers. So you must identify what your wants and needs are. And three, you have to have a blueprint for yourself that you can teach other people. I'm teaching this a lot in the Real Self-Care for Alpha Females workshop. If you are not in there, I am telling you, you must be in there. So I want to make sure that you go sign up. You can go to Love CEO Sanctuary to sign up for the workshop. It's Love CEO Sanctuary. It's really important because what it does is it allows you to design this life and this blueprint of how you want to be treated. And when you're thinking about how you want to be treated, then, then you can tell other people how you need to be treated. So let's get to the communication process. Let's get to the communication. How do you communicate your needs when you're dating? So if this is a relationship that is you're investing in to lead to something else, or you've just decided, hey, this person's going to be in my space and I like them being here. If that's where you are, then one, you have identified that you already know what your wants and needs are. So you must not be setting yourself up to only be thinking about yourself. Yeah, girl, Melanie, people are not mind readers, honey. Thank you for throwing that out there. A communication blueprint. It's so important. It's so important. So when you're communicating with someone, first you want them to see them, that you're not just blindsided by, what you need. Me. I. Me. This. You don't want them to, I don't know where that came from, y'all. I know, I'm a goofball right now. You want to make sure that they understand that you see them. Because at the end of the day, us Love CEOs, our objective is to love. Even if we are dropping you like a bad habit, I have been there. I have loved somebody dropping them like a bad habit, and then they don't know if they was insulted or if you was giving them a compliment. But I think our whole objective in life should be to spread love. So when you are expressing what your needs are, you want to spread love. You want to show love. You want to let them know you see them, you hear them. You want to also just set them up to understand that you see them as a person. You understand that they also have needs. And now you would like to tell them what's going on. And this is called setting boundaries. One of the lessons that I learned was always want to sandwich criticism between two praises. You sandwich criticism between two praises. That goes way back, like 20 years when I was in Mary Kay. I love Mary Kay, y'all. I got so many bullet points of things I've learned in that business that I use to this day. But you want, oh yes, Des is there. Hey, you want to sandwich it between two praises. You want to let people know that, hey, if because sometimes you might be needing to communicate something with somebody who hasn't been doing anything amazing. And then you have to ask yourself the question of, why are you communicating this? Because they may not need to be in your space. You may not need to have them in your space. But let's just say we've already determined, you have understood what your blueprint is. This person is someone that you're investing in. Therefore, and you already know what your needs and your wants are. Therefore, you're going to go to this person. You're going to let them know how amazing that, you love spending time with them. And then you'll just let them know, however, the other day when you told me you were going to do blank and you didn't do blank, I felt like blank, and that's the hardest thing for people. That is the hardest thing for people. And then you can ask the question, I'd love to know how you feel about that. And if that's something that you can foresee being a pattern. That's just one example. But I honestly believe the more people I talk to, and I've had people going down in my DM and folks I talk to on the phone, one is using their words is the hardest thing for them. So even if you're like, okay, she's telling me it's so simple, we should definitely tell people that we understand them and feel them and see them and honor them, but I need to say what is going on with me. I get all of that. But it's going to be really important for you to, one, just straight up know what you want. Because sometimes in dating, you're communicating your needs to the wrong person. And that person, you have collected data, something we've done in Date Like a Boss Challenge. You've collected this data, and this person may not be your person. They may not be your person. And we usually come at people with an attitude about what they should and shouldn't be doing to you. And there's something about when you have taken care of yourself, when you are sitting on your throne, I consider when you've taken care of yourself, you're sitting on a throne because you basically don't technically need anything from anyone. All your basic needs have been supplied by you. They've been provided by you and by God. So you're sitting on this throne, handing out love taps to people, handing out love to people. And so when you are there and you're not in a scarcity mindset, which I talked about today in the Love CEO Sanctuary workshop, when you're not on a scarcity mindset, it becomes this thing where people can watch how you do life. They can watch how you treat yourself. And if they're watching how you treat you, 9 times out of 10, they're going to treat you how you treat yourself. They're going to treat you how you treat yourself. We're all energy. And so if we want to just back up a second on the communicating your needs and dating, you might want, let's just say, you may be communicating to the wrong person. You need to identify what type of relationship this is. You need to see if you're investing. If you're investing, then you definitely communicate. And what I mean by investing, if you're going to spend your time with someone, you still have boundaries. Just because you're playing and having fun don't mean you don't have boundaries. So let's just identify what it is that you need, who this is that you're talking to, know what your wants and needs are, know how you want to be treated, and you want to deliver the message with love. That is it in a nutshell. Deliver your message with love. You guys, if you got any questions, hit me up because I'm down. I'm down to do the Q&As. I've been really excited. I want to get some Q&As going and bring some people on. I want to bring some people on so they can ask questions. That would be fun. You know what? I have 10 minutes. If anybody wants to do that, I think, let me see, how can I do that? Oh, you know what? I don't know how to do it, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, boundaries changed my life. I will tell you, boundaries changed my life. And I have no problem communicating my needs. And half of the time, if you're treating yourself a certain way, you don't even really have to communicate your needs because people will just eliminate themselves. I've even had friends eliminate themselves. And, they just did because they just weren't showing up the way they needed to show up. Oh, Shekinah says that presumes I have a date. You know what? Come on over to the Love CEO Sanctuary because y'all, just because I started this, I created this workshop, the Real Self-Care for Alpha Females. I want to let you know I'm not biased, but it is the bomb workshop. Y'all who are over there, you need to chime in. But it is so amazing because what it's going to do is lay the foundation for you to open yourself up to love. If it is something that you want, And if it's something that you want, then that communication, you got to get that on lock. And in one of my programs, we totally walk through that, with the confidence and communication and what it is you want and identifying your needs and your zone of genius. It's laying out your life to create the most magical foundation for your queendom. So therefore you attract king-worthy individuals. Yes. Hey, Lottie from DC. Thank you for tuning in. Your name pops up now. I remember earlier in the week, it wasn't popping up. All right, y'all. So I'm going to jump off. Let me know if that was helpful, because somebody out there is going to be like watching and they may not chime in because they might have some communicating things they need to handle with somebody. But I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know topics that you would like for me to cover over the next several weeks. Me and my team are putting together our theme for October. Like I said, if you have not yet joined the Love CEO Sanctuary, that workshop is happening. You can still jump in. The sessions are short, so you can binge watch. I say, if you're going to spend 2 hours watching a movie, I think all of the lessons put together, y'all can binge watch this and up level your life. Love CEO Sanctuary, and stop giving all your best parts away. You need to start taking care of you and make yourself a priority. So that's the bottom line. I love y'all. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing evening. And I'll be back with my wine next week. I just ran in here. Oh, update. So those of you who tuned in last week, I want to make sure I cover this. I had told you guys that I had just come home from emergency and I went and had some tests done. All my tests were clear. I had a meeting with the cardiologist. My tests look great. I'll be doing some follow-ups. I'm also looking to see some other supplements and minerals or something that may be missing. So that's what's going on in my world. Y'all saw me last week. I had like a monitor and I was up here like, hey, wind down, what's up? But, you know, I feel much better today. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Y'all just don't know. I feel so much better today. But yeah, everything's good for those of you who needed updates, because I know some of you were on here last week and I didn't want to leave you hanging. I was going to do a notification right after that, but I felt like I would just come on here and chat it up with y'all. Hey, Linda. Thank you, beauty. Thank you so much. All right. That's all I got. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.